Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Unicorns in the Basement. This is episode 6?
Yes.
Man, we're on 6 already. We're gonna be on 100 next week. Okay. But welcome to episode 6 of Unicorns in the Basement. We got hoodies on, we feel comfortable. It's kind of chilly up in here, and I didn't want to put on the heat so we could quiver. But I'm Raziel. This is Koya. And today we're gonna be talking about what?
Blended families.
Somebody requested this one?
Yes.
I think it was Tiki, right?
Yes.
Shouts out to Tiki for tuning into the channel and being real responsive to a lot of the comments. And she wanted us to touch on this topic. Why don't you start off with touching on what we're referring to as far as blended families?
So blended families pretty much are families that when you go into dating someone, one of you guys already has a kid, or you have a kid and you're dating someone that's single,
or both have a kid,
so you're creating a blended family. So questions are raised with blended families. You know, how do you deal with like the other person's baggage, pretty much? So just, you know, I don't want to say baggage, but like...
No, I know what you mean. Like, no, you don't mean baggage in a negative way. Yeah. Just like with what they're bringing.
What they're bringing, yeah.
Their life that they're bringing with them from a previous life.
Right. So that's a question raised. Also, if I have a child, you know, bringing someone to meet my child, you know, that's a question raised too. Just what are the precautions and stuff like that you need to look for? Because everybody wants to protect their kids, and people without kids, you know, they don't know necessarily how to, you know, be a mom yet or be a dad yet. So it's just a lot of questions that people have, I guess, when it comes to blended families.
I mean, blending a family or blended families, however the term is correctly used, it has its pros and cons.
Yeah,
I think it can be a positive thing in the sense of, excuse me. I think it can be I mean, it sucks that individual, if they both don't already have kids, but or they both do or whatever, but it sucks for that individual has to do that. Like, obviously something didn't work out before,
right,
for that family to be in a position to be blended,
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But it has its pros and its cons. I mean, a funny pro for the guys, a funny pro is the kid. If you bond with the kid as a guy, whether it's a girl or boy, you in there. Like, because that's one of the fears, I would say, the girl or guy has. It's mostly girls, you know what I mean? Like, it's one of the fears.
It's like you're trying to protect your kids. So at the end of the day, you know, especially if it's a girl, but you know, you're trying to take as much caution as possible with that situation, because that's not their child. And you're responsible for your child. So, you know, you want to trust that person to, you know, just pretty much be a good human being.
No, yeah, definitely. Without a doubt. I mean, it works out in its own way. I think people have this thing. I have some friends or people I know, or just in past conversations, where people, they say things like, especially women will say, I can't be dating no guy that got kids and stuff. I'd be like, good luck with that. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you meet a person that doesn't have a kid, it's like, where you from? Yeah, it's like, not even that, it's like, where you from? I know. No, my thing is, it's just, I would actually say it's like a positive thing. It's actually a good thing. Not the fact that the past didn't work for that person. I'm saying, just given the situation you're currently in. Yeah. It works out good in a way, subtracting the couple, right? Like subtracting, like, let's say me and you, or the people in the party involved. I feel like longevity-wise, if the parents or the stepdad, the mom or stepmom and the dad implement the correct teachings, guidance, respect level in a sense of like how they carry themselves around the kid, how to make the kid feel accepted in a world that might not be understanding, especially depending on the kid's age. Now, if the kid came into it like newborn, and he's kind of he or she is raised into the blend.
Right, and that's different.
It's easier.
It's very
It's scarier, easier. But it's easier because it's like that kid, let's say 1 or 2 years old, or 3, even, is raised in the atmosphere of almost like a mentality, like, all right, I have 2 dads and I have a mom,
or I have 2 moms.
Yeah, and then you train that kid to understand, I'm your stepdad and this is your dad.
Right.
Yeah. And it can get a little tricky in the sense of if that kid has a deadbeat dad and the stepdad is playing a bigger role, or the dad is playing a bigger role and the stepdad's playing a lower role.
Yeah.
And then it can get tricky in a different atmosphere if both dads are playing a great role and the kid's like confused on who's who.
Yeah, well, not really who's who, but like, they love them both the same, and that's if the stepdad is a great guy,
Right.
If they love both of them the same,
And that's where maturity from the parents come in as well, in a sense of speaking on dads, and it's the same thing for moms too, but just being a guy speaking on dads, in the sense of when you're faced with a situation where the kid could have some confusion, or I always felt as a stepdad that, and my stepdad, I had a stepdad growing up, and I am a stepdad. I feel like you have a responsibility to the other dad, to the real dad, to make sure the kid understands that world.
Right.
1, and 2, as parents, or better yet, as adults, I think the stepdad and the dad, that conversation has to take place.
Yeah.
Or not even the conversation.
Just
at least an understanding. Where, look, man, like, I respect who you are. I'm just doing my part. Like, I love this woman, and she had this kid, and I respect this kid and love this kid to death, just like you do, and I know he's yours.
Right.
But I want to give him a safe environment that whenever you come get him, whenever you want to see him, you see what's going on. It's an open door between the family. So it's like, I'll play my role as stepdad, you play your role as dad, and that's where it ends, and we won't have no problems.
Right.
Because there's this stigma where, I call it the ignorant party, where it's like there has to be a problem.
Nah.
Now, but there's a problem if both parties, the old party, allow it to be.
Yeah.
I feel like the girl needs to nip that in the bud, and he needs to get it.
Yeah.
Or vice versa. Like if it was me, I need to nip the bud, and she needs to get it.
Yes.
And there's conflict there, then it needs to be handled real quick before somebody get knocked out, shot, put in jail.
No, I agree, because it is a stigma that, like, if I'm the stepmom, then me and the real mom got a problem or something. Like, I don't understand why that is a stigma.
I don't understand the problem either. It's like, what are you expecting this person to do? To be single forever?
Right.
Like, I'm just never going to be in another relationship because of my kid.
And I think that, I think it is too, and I guess the real mom is, I think in some way you have to trust the dad. If you don't trust him to take care of the child, then that's something that y'all need to discuss.
I'm glad you said that. This is for a lot of moms, dads too.
Yeah.
But a lot of, like, how do I say this rude? Eggshellish. Well, you know what? I'm not even going to eggshell it. I'm not even going to walk on tiptoes or whatever. I'm not going to tippy-toe around this because it wouldn't be the show, right? We say it raw. This is for you need to let the ish go moms.
Right.
You know what I mean? Guys too. But being a guy that's gone through the situation, you need to let it go moms. Like, he not with you no more. Right? And this goes for guys too, but I'm speaking from the guy's point of view towards the woman. So when I say this, you take it from a woman's or a guy's point of view.
Right.
You need to let it go.
Yeah.
whatever happened between y'all is nail in the coffin. Whether he cheated, you cheated, you fell out of love, or something y'all fight too much.
No,
it don't even
it don't matter.
matter.
It doesn't matter anymore.
It does not matter. Now, let go all the BS, all the nonsense, and let this man or let this woman be a parent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
If he was, this is the thing. If there was no girl involved, there was no guy involved, right? There was no person you would be jealous of or whatever.
Or yeah.
If you bring a child and you drop him off at the house, you got nothing to say, right?
Right.
There's nobody there. But you don't know what he be doing. You don't know if he brings his boys over. You don't know if they curse up a storm. You don't know if they smoke weed, they drinking beers.
You don't have a
in there.
camera.
You don't know if he leave the kid at home alone.
You don't
know if he brings them places or he's bringing girls over that you just don't. Now you don't know. So to me, it's like a blessing when you break up with somebody and you have a kid with them and they meet somebody because that shows stability over there.
Right.
That shows that, especially now, if you get a bad vibe of the person, a real bad vibe. I mean, a real one.
Not like
I don't like her because your stupidity. I'm talking about a real bad vibe, the way you would get off of a stranger you just met and you're biased to them, you have no problem with them.
Right.
That's different. And even if you do, you should still bring it up. Like, listen, this person.
And that's again on you trusting the father to take care of his child.
And even if you do get a bad vibe, you should trust the dad.
Or trusting the mom to take care of the child.
Right, because there's gonna be a point where you gotta just you have no control over the situation. Because it's crazy, like that especially, and again, most of the time when you break up with somebody, the kid stay with the woman. So speaking like this, so it's like it's crazy that as a man, I just gotta trust you. I got no choice in the matter. Right. You can meet whatever Joe Blow you want. You can suck whatever. You can bend over backwards and do whatever. You can go to whatever party. I got no say.
Yeah.
But when I do anything, I need to know who she is. I need to know where she's at. I need to know what you're doing. I need to meet her. And same thing goes for guys and girls. But it's stupid.
It's not fair too.
It's not fair. It's like just because of default, because you're still with the kid, I'm supposed to just trust everything you say. You could be beating this kid to death. You could be, when the kids sleep, you bringing a different guy to the door every single day. He probably met like 6 dudes last week.
Yeah.
Now you raise him in an environment where this is okay. And I have no idea about it. I'm going to find out too late.
Right.
When he's like a man or a teenager, then when you can't handle him no more because of your chaos, like you're like, oh, he need to stay with you for a while. Like, so you want to give me the problem you created now.
Right.
But back to the topic at hand, like blending families, and it's like, to me, to put it all like in a really good nutshell, it's, again, this is not saying that it's a good thing that this person was single with a kid. This is talking about the introduction to me as a person. Oh, if I'm bringing an introduction to you, which in our case, we both bring an introduction to different parties. Because I had a kid and you had a kid. So my thing is, I find it like a plus because you're introducing 2 worlds and you're expanding. It helps the kid meet a stranger and become a friend with that stranger. As far as like if you have another kid involved, even the adult point of view,
right?
And also what he or she might be used to by living with you as a mom. They're used to a certain lifestyle, a certain form of communication. Now you're bringing somebody else and this is speaking in terms that this person's a good person. Both parents are good people. You're introducing the kid. You're opening that kid's mind to meeting people, to expanding the way you approach people. How you live
viewing things differently.
Yeah. And then you got to take a lot of things into consideration. If both parties are the same ethnicity, that's one thing. And then they're different. Now the kid, it's like their brain is like what's happening? And I feel like people fail as parents by not addressing that early. Not addressing, the person I'm dating looks like this and you look like this for these reasons. Not just being honest. And there's people that it's almost like they want the kids to figure it out. You know what I mean? Like they want them to figure it out on their own or something. Like you need to address this early on. And in school they're addressing it.
Right.
About the fake Christopher Columbus. You know what I mean? They know about the Indians. They know about the blacks and everything that happened in the world. Mm-hmm. So why you can't just be straightforward on what's happening in their world right now? They're teaching them this every day, and I think people fail as parents when they're afraid to tell their kids what's happening. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's easier for a kid to take something in early, and I'm laughing because in the background.
I know.
They're afraid to take this thing in early and tell the kid what's really happening. For the kid could put it all together, whatever questions the kid has, you knock it out the park early, and then they grow up knowing the answer.
Right.
And the answer starts making more sense as they get older.
Right.
Now,
instead of keeping the kid in the dark.
Right. Now, I think something that people want us to address is there can be chaos.
Yes.
In that. There can be... Man, it could be a hurricane. It could be a problem. Sorry, we had some technical difficulties. Long story. But, the situation can go actually bad. In the sense of, like, the kid and the step-parent don't get along. Mm-hmm. Or sometimes, and this is another thing, when things are not explained correctly, the kid gets... not even explained correctly, when it's not explained.
Yes.
The kid gets confused. Mm-hmm. Like, why am I going over this with my dad or my mom? And what's going on here?
Why? Who is this?
Yeah, and you can't tell me what to do.
Yes.
And that happens through time of you not explaining and them picking up pieces of the puzzle on their own.
Mm-hmm. Trying to put things
together. And when it's not explained, they don't have the truth. They're putting together the anger. Mm-hmm. They're taking the anger, the confusion, the frustration, the lack of answers, and they're making their own world, and it's always negative. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, you sometimes get kids who feel like they're at fault.
Yeah.
And all in all, I think it's safe to say that these kind of situations always turn out better with honesty.
Yes.
just be honest.
Yeah.
You might get okay, and they might just ride along with it.
Or you might get
you might get a pushback.
Yeah.
But through time, because they have answers and they're picking up these pieces, it's making sense as they go along.
Right.
And then like the stepdad or stepmom is there for that person and teaching them different things. And then they go to their parent, to their dad or mom. And hopefully they had, the stepdad, the real dad or mom and stepmom had a conversation where they're sharing the same knowledge because this outside probably they spoke, and now the same thing is being poured to the kid versus this person says that, and then when they go away, something else is being said. And
I just want to make this one point too. If the real mom or real dad is not there for the kid, or a situation like that, I feel you should never talk ill about that parent.
No, never talk bad about the parent. Even the parent is a piece of crap.
Yeah, but
let them decipher that.
Yes, let the kid when they grow and stuff like that, let them decipher that, because I just feel like you're feeding the kid negative.
You're setting them up for failure.
Yeah.
As far as the way they look at it.
Yeah, and I just always feel like a lot of parents do that, and it always ends up being a disaster.
Especially if the other parent's not there due to anger from what you guys have. And a lot of times that is an issue. A lot of times it's like the dad or the mom is not really around because one person in the party made it really difficult.
Right.
That they just throw their hands up.
Yeah, and forget it.
Yeah, that sucks. And you can sit here and judge all day and be like, well, there should never be a point you give up on your kid. But the fight gets hard, and sometimes you might not have the money to fight. Sometimes you might not have the time. You might work all day. The time you do have free, you don't want to spend it fighting. And also then when you're feeding the kid the negativeness about the parent, and then the kid is feeding it to the parent too. Yeah. So they're like, oh, well, they're on the phone with the dad or the mom saying like, why you never get me nothing? Why you never, they're saying stuff like that because their parent is telling them that. Well, he'll never get you nothing. She'll never get you every
nothing.
Every time that parent gets them, instead of spending time, it's spent explaining something
Yes.
that almost can't be fixed because the parent trying to defend themselves only has them for a few amount of time. Then the parent that created the chaos has them a long period of time. So whatever you fix, he or she fixes, they destroy it again. And makes it harder to keep putting it together. That you damage the kid.
Yeah.
So all in all, because
So that's just the
Go ahead.
disastrous part about a blended family.
Yeah.
It's
All
more
in-
to that, but
All in all, it's a bigger subject.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of technical difficulties going on right
as you
now.
can hear.
I would say all in all, for now, we'll probably do a part 2 to this.
Yeah.
I would say all in all, being honest. But due to our technical difficulties, we'll get back to a part 2 to that. And I'll talk to y'all later because my co-host left me.